And I'm back. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, we should now switch our brains over to English. All right. So can you guys give me a green check mark in Blackboard, please, so that I know you're ready to go for English. You're sitting at your computers. You're with me. You're ready to start working. That would be fantastic. Awesome. Good. Perfect. Brianna, how are you doing? Give me that green check mark if you can still get in. Good. So Callie, you're doing okay. You're in, it looks like. Good. Jenna, if you're there. Jeremy, if you're there, give me a green check mark. If not, I'm going to assume that you might be still working with Miss Wood as well. All right. And that's totally fine. Okay, good. Awesome. Thanks, Callie. But Callie, it looks like you're actually in twice, but it looks like you're using the Callie 1. So do you want to log out of the Callie one, or I can just move you, whatever's easiest for you. It looks like you're logged in twice there, Callie. And it looks like I think Brianna's still having some issues, you guys. She's getting booted out. Perfect. Thanks, Callie. All right. So let's get started, you guys. Last day we were working on, oh my God, my brain can't even switch off ADC, you guys, planning to go into English. I'm usually not this flustered. All right. So last day we worked on I'm blanking, you guys. What did we do in English last day? I don't even remember. It was only the other day. Hi, Emery. Nice to see you. But what we're going to do today, you guys, yes, thank you, ENC. It's students like you guys that just keep on track, right? Yes, you are right. The best part of me. That's what we were doing. That's right. So you guys were thinking about a physical aspect of yourselves that was the best part of me, right? And what I love is that kind of like my English first unit ties in so well with ADC and planning. It really gets you guys thinking about who you are, those essential big questions, right? Who are you? How do I fit into this world, right? And that bucket list assignment that we just went over goes so well with my today's assignment for English, which is plotting your EKG. So once we've looked at the best part of you physically, now I want to take a look at who you are and where you go in the future. Yes, Brianna. Yeah, yes, thank you, Ian, for answering, Brianna. So what we're going to do is something called plotting your EKG. And I'm going to explain that to you guys. And it's funny because we use this EKG essentially throughout English and even I'm going to tie it into socials later on in the year. All right. So I really get you guys thinking about who you are and where you want your lives to go, where you see your future going. Jesse just asked you guys, when is the best part of me due? You should have it done for today. All right. Because I am giving you're plotting your EKG, and that will be due on Monday or whenever our next English class is. So probably either Monday or Tuesday. Okay. So let's go over really what is today's English class going to look like. Okay. I'm going to introduce you guys to the lesson. We're going to go over some planning stages for your EKG, and then we're going to create your life story in images. All right. And then we'll do a quick little wrap up. So your learning targets for your day today, your I can statements are very, very clear. So by the end of this lesson, you guys, you should be able to state these sentences and say, yes, I can do that. And this is how I did this. How I showed this is through this assignment or whatever. So I can make meaningful personal connections with ideas presented in a variety of texts. Okay. Because we're not just going to be looking at words, right, on a piece of paper today. We're going to be transferring our thoughts into images, right, and making connections to our real life. And number two, I can create a variety of texts to communicate ideas, to create impact and evoke emotion. Okay. So the big essential question, the big EQ for today's lesson, right, is what we're really looking at is life experience are what create us as people. Okay. So our experiences really play into who we are and create our identity. Okay. Remember I made you do that self-assessment as well around your identity, your cultural identity and your personal identity. Well, this is what plays into it. Those experiences that you've had so far and your experiences in the future are going to really create who you are as an individual. Okay. So this is perfect because we did this yesterday and now I want to redo it again today because I want to get you really set into those routines and understand. So the CSI activity, you guys, is our little intro to the lesson. Okay. CSI stands for color, symbol, image. Yesterday, we only did a color or a symbol or an image, right? Now what I'm going to do is ask you to do all three. Now, I get this a lot, and even sometimes I can get confused between symbol and image, okay? So they actually can be quite the same in some cases, depends on what the quote is or what we're talking about, but sometimes it can be quite different, okay? So an image can be much more intricate and more holistic, whereas a symbol can be like just one concrete thing, right? So, for example, here is your quote that I want you to think about the color and a symbol and an image about. You write your life story by the choices you make. You never know if they have a mistake. Those moments of decision are so difficult. And that was said by Helen Mirren, you guys. She's a famous actress. She's probably too old. You guys probably don't even know who she is. That's how old I am. All right. So you write your life story by the choices you make. Interesting. Okay. So what I'd like to do, and I will come back and put this quote up, okay, for you guys. But again, okay, this is what essentially what I want you guys to do. You're going to take 2 minutes, okay, to yourself. This is your own individual thinking time. I want you to choose a color that represents the essence of the quote, okay? What does it mean to you? Making those connections between the quote and to yourself. Think about why you chose that color, okay? Then I want you to choose a symbol that represents the essence of the quote. Again, why did you choose that symbol? And then I want you to choose an image, okay? And again, that represents the essence of the quote. Now again, your symbol and your image might be very similar, right? Might be 2 images, might be 2 symbols. That's totally fine. As long as you can justify why you chose it. That's the big thing that I want you guys to do. Okay? So let's take 2 minutes. And I don't know what you guys would rather have up on the screen. You tell me, would you rather have these instructions or would you rather have the quote up on the screen? Can just type into the chat, you guys. What would you rather have? I'm thinking the quote. That's Ian, we're on the same page. All right. So I will put the quote back up. You have 2 minutes to think of your CSI. All right. Go ahead and start that, you guys. Perfect. Your 2 minutes is up. So now what we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, just as I'm giving you your next set of instructions, if you're just finishing up your CSI, totally fine. Okay. So what I want you to do, oh, look, I said in the instructions 3 minutes, but I gave you 2. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to partner up again. Okay. We're going to partner up and we're going to do a quick share. Okay. I'm going to give you a little bit longer than 1 minute though, because we're typing, right? So sometimes that takes a little bit longer. And plus we have to see, you have to share 3 things, right? So that's a big thing as well. Okay. So I'm going to partner you guys up. And I want you guys to take actually about 5 minutes to partner share between the 2 of you. What color did you choose, right? What symbol did you choose? What image did you choose? That sort of thing around that quote. All right. So let's partner up really quick. Okay. And what I'm going to wait for is I'm going to make sure that, because we've got students in here who are brand spanking new, you guys. They've never even been into Blackboard or the live classroom. So let's be patient with those new students, you guys. And let's team up here. Okay. So Anthony, if you can go with leads, that would be great. And please remember this tip for today, you guys, because our partner work will just stick with the same partners. Okay. So Anthony and leads. Let's go Brianna and Costin. Okay. Callie and where am I? Callie and Jonah. Can you guys please partner up? Let's go Christina and Jesse. Connor and Jenna. Emery, can you go with Jaden? And then Eric and Ian. Okay. So just private message each other. Emery, if you don't know how to do that, nice and easy, just double click on your partner's name and another tab will pop up. Perfect. You figured it out. Awesome. Okay. Let's take 5 minutes. Share your CSI with your partner. Make sure you're both communicating. Okay, what you guys talked about, and then we'll come back and wrap up into in the classroom as well. Okay, so go ahead and take 5 minutes, you guys. All right, good, you guys. That was your 5 minutes. Finish up your conversation that you're having. I don't want to cut you off, okay? I saw some great deeper thinking and understanding and some questioning going on as well between your conversations. I love that, okay? I love how you drew out the why. Why did you choose that, right? That sort of thing. So now, I want you to think back to your conversation, okay? And in the room chat, when we are ready to share, okay, what I want you to do is think about, was there a difference that you and your partner discovered about the quote? Did you choose a different color? Why were the colors different? What were the reasonings for the color? Was the symbol different? Was the image different? Okay. And explain the differences between why your reasoning was there. Okay. Okay. So that's what I'd like to do now. So let's take 2 minutes and just in the room chat. Okay. And if everyone could participate in the room chat, that would be great. Even if your partners discuss, because your differences might be, different from your partners, right? So one of you may be talking about the image, one of you may be talking about the colors, okay? So come on back into the room, and once you're ready, go ahead and you can share into the room chat. Oh, this is the wrong one, you guys, just wait. I clicked on Mr. Borden's. There we go. All right. Okay, so let's take 2 minutes, you guys. And into the room chat, I want you to just discuss one difference. Okay? So 2 minutes, go ahead, you guys, and you can do that as well. Good. You guys are sharing fantastic colors, right? And images. Now go a little bit deeper though. Tell me why. Okay? Okay, so like I just questioned Ian, right? Why? Why blue? Okay? Leads, why did you choose purple? Why did Anthony choose dark blue? Okay, that sort of thing. So can you guys just go a little bit deeper? So then leads, what does cold and warm have to do with that quote? How did you connect that to that quote? Perfect, Christina. Yes, good. Nice, good, Emery. Excellent. Good. I see you guys now are starting to make that connection of digging deeper within your thinking, right? Unpacking your thinking. That's really, really important. Okay? And making those connections between text and yourself. Okay? That's good, leads. Good, Jessie. Excellent. I know I'm asking you to think a little bit harder this morning, you guys. And I know it's hard to wrap your brain around, but definitely you guys are getting there. Awesome. Okay. So good, you guys. Now what I want to do, that was just kind of like our warm up to introduce you to the assignment, get your brains going, right? Now what I want to do is actually get into the meat of what we're going to actually accomplish today. All right. So now transferring that quote from Helen Mirren about life, right? What I want to do is now make it personal to you, right? Thinking about your own life so far, the life experiences that you have had so far in your 15 years of life, right? Okay, where do you want to go in the future, right? Where do you see yourself in the future? Are you going to go to school? Are you going to travel? Are you going to get married, right? All those different things, personal, professional, all those different things. I want you to plot out your life story, okay? Now, in Moodle, in the assignment, now, am I smart like I was for ADC? Did I open up the English assignment? We better go check. Because remember, I didn't do that for ADC. So let's make sure. Nope, look, didn't open it up. You guys, I am not on the ball this morning. That's okay. This is what happens. We're going with the flow. There we go. You're going to have to refresh your screens, you guys. All right. But now it's open, so you guys can easily go and see what I'm actually talking about. All right. So here we go. Thinking about your future, what I want you guys to do is you will see that there's a download button, okay, on there. And that is a planning page. So once you open it up and you save it to your desktop, it's just a Word doc. Okay, that's what I want you guys to be using for your planning page. Now, again, this is just one strategy to help you plan, you guys. If you don't like what I've given you as this strategy, right? And why I use an EKG, you guys, and why I'm calling it an EKG is because you guys know, like when you go and get your heart tested, right? You can see the lines, right, of your heartbeat. That's what an EKG is. And so I was thinking that's kind of like a symbol of your life, right? Because you have those ups and downs. You have those up points in your life where you're super, super happy. You have those down points where you're like, ugh, this sucks, right? So, and then sometimes you even have those even lines. So that's kind of why I used an EKG. I kind of used a symbol as a planning tool. Now, you can use the EKG planning tool, okay? Or you can make a simple list of all the events of your life. If you just want to make a bullet list, totally fine. Maybe you're more abstract and you want to use a web. So you want to put yourself in the middle and then just off off different bubbles. You want to create your life experience and your life story. That's totally however you guys want to plan your life story, okay? That's what you need to do. And remember, you guys, your life story is going from cradle to grave. We're going from birth to death. Okay. Now, so Emery, sorry, that's all right. You're going to download in Moodle, you guys. Did you guys all find the planning template all right? I can bring it back up and I'll show you guys. So plotting your EKG is where you want to go. All right, you guys. And you'll see right here, this download button is what you want to download for the planning worksheet. Again, you do not have to download. You do not have to download. All right. You can use your own way, however you like to learn and however you like to plan, you guys. I'm not forcing you because you're not handing this part in. This is just a planning aspect. All right. That's really, really key. All right. So just let me bring my PowerPoint back up here, you guys. Okay. Now, when you're doing your rough draft, okay, I want you to think about the following questions because this is going to help guide you think about what's really important because your final product is going to be very, very different, okay, than what you think it might be. Consider these questions. What events have defined you so far in your life? What are some major life experiences that have defined you so far? What goals do you have in life? You know, you can think again about personal and professional. All right. What do you value in life? What is important to you? Is it family? Is it money? Is it whatever it is? I should be able to know from your EKG what you value in life. And what accomplishments do you have so far? And what accomplishments do you want to have in the future? Right? Do you want to get your doctorate? Do you want, you know, all those different things? Do you want to make the Olympics? Whatever it is, okay? You guys are all going to be different. We're all different people, okay? So some key things. Start with your birth, end with your death, okay? That's your life story. That's your starting point and your ending point, okay? Some events might be awesome highs, okay? And some will be lows, okay? And that's okay because remember, our life experiences help create our identity, help create us become the people we are, okay? You do not have to include every single aspect of your life, okay? Choose major events that have helped define you so far and think about the future. What are those major events going to be as well, okay? Please do not include. I do not want this to be a 10-minute long thing. Okay. Now that you have an idea of what you're actually presenting to me, here's the twist. All right. Now that you've got that planned, once you start planning, this is because I want this in the back of your mind as you're planning. Okay. You're not going to represent this to me in words. You are going to represent this to me in images only. No text. Okay? At all. No text. There are going to be no words. I should be able to go through your presentation and I should know your life story. I should know what you value. I should know what you want to accomplish. I should know what has happened to you already. Okay? And going from birth to death. You're going to do this using PowerPoint. Okay? Create a slideshow of just images to represent your life story from birth to death. Again, no text whatsoever. No text. You cannot explain your image at all. You need to make sure that your image represents what you are trying to portray in that life event. All right? I'm making you think deeper. Here's what you must include. Must have a title frame. Okay, so you must have some sort of title, okay, page maybe with your name on it. That'd be great. Then you need to have transitions between each of your images. Okay, if you want to include music, Ian, great question. Ian, great question. Okay, just let me get through this slide, Ian, and then I will address that question. Okay, feel free to set it to music if you want. You must have a minimum of 10 events or 10 images, Okay. So you should, while you're planning, think, okay, I need at least 10. If you want to give me a few more, that's fine. Okay. And then you need a concluding frame. Thanks for watching. The end. Whatever it is you guys want. Okay. Now, great. So others is questions like this. Ian asks, do you want us to include our own personalized pictures, or can we find pictures on Google? Okay. Both. If you want to use personalized pictures, because I know that you won't have pictures for your future, right? That makes no sense. You haven't gotten to your future yet. You are at some point going to have to use Google, right? So just feel free, you guys. You can add your own pictures, your own personalized pictures of like when you were a baby or whatever, right? And then a mixture of Google pictures. Absolutely. You can, and if you don't feel comfortable giving me all personalized images, you guys, totally fine. You can use Google Images for the whole thing. That's absolutely fine. What I want to make sure happens though, okay, this is a visual presentation, right? Because there's going to be no text. Please make sure that you are using images that are clear. Don't give me a fuzzy image, okay? Make sure you take the time to really find an image that represents your life story, okay? And make sure that you use that in your visual presentation, okay? That's key. Now here, just wait. This is key, you guys, okay? Because some of you may be like, that's not enough a challenge for me or whatever. What I just presented to you is the basic. Everybody has to do that, okay? Now here's your what's next step, all right? Because I see Emery asking a question to Miss Wood, and about what if you don't have PowerPoint? Totally fine. Look, I gave you a different option. I'm already ahead of you one step, all right? Now, you may decide that you actually want to take a risk and be like, you know what, I want to do more than a PowerPoint. I'm ready to step up my game a bit already, okay? Use a different piece of technology. I've given you a suggestion. You can try WeVideo. Super simple, easy to use, click and drag, free, right? Just got to sign up with an email. You could use Movie Maker if you've got it on your computer. You could, those of you, I know some of you I think are using Mac. You could use iMovie. Totally fine. All of that will work, all right? And if there's anything other that I may not even know of, right? You could use Google Slides. Super free, super easy, okay? And then again, you guys, remember in my last slide, I mentioned music, okay? Again, that's an optional and it's an enhancement. So if you even want to take it to the next level, okay? So just doing the bare minimum, right? With using PowerPoint, using images, having your title slides, doing the transitions, you're going to be minimally meeting expectations. But if you want to fully meet expectations or exceed expectations, I suggest you try doing another piece of technology. Don't use PowerPoint. And try to put in some music. All right? And really, again, remember what our goal is. Our goal is to have that visual presentation evoke some emotion, right? So make sure you're choosing a song that's going to represent your life as you go through. Okay? So that's where I'm going to end. All right, you guys? That's where I'm going to end on the live classroom. So give me 5-10 minutes to get back to my office. Let me get back into Blackboard. I will answer any questions that you guys have. All right. So Ian, do you have to use music? Absolutely not. It's optional. But if you want to take it to that next level, if you want your presentation to go to that next level, right? It would be nice to have some music in there. Okay. Challenge yourself. Okay. So I am going to say goodbye, you guys. Give me, again, like I said, 5-10 minutes. Let me get back to my office, set up on Blackboard. Hold on to your questions, okay? Because I'm leaving, I won't see the rest of your guys' chat once I get back in. Hold on to your questions that you have. Otherwise, take this time. You can either take a quick break if you need to, or just start writing or working on your rough draft, okay? So I'm going to say goodbye, you guys, and we'll see you in Blackboard in 5 to 10 minutes, okay?